What's going on, guys? JacobViral here. Big build update. Going to be giving you a quick rundown of what I've done the past couple months on my build, as well as give you some SPL topics discussion, as well as some demoing, as well as some SPL topics on what I'm doing on the meter. So I'm going to show you some of the low end and the high end response with some testing and tweaking with my build, all in this video, so stay tuned for a lot of stuff going on. So first off, I want to say that I haven't done anything to my actual amplifiers in the back end. Batteries are the same, electrical's the same, everything is the exact same. I haven't changed anything. My alternators are also the same. I have two alternators, just a 390 and a 370. No front battery, 170 amp hours of Limitless Lithium on 4 Phi SP4 V215s. So that's all I'm going to give a rundown for. There's a lot of topic of discussion on previous videos on everything that I did, as far as what I did on the updates with the specs, what my port tuning is, etc. Anything you want to know, go ahead and check out those videos. This video is more talking on SPL topics, as well as, hey, this is what I'm doing on the meter with the low end response, high end response, doing a little bit of testing and some discussion and commentary as I do it. A couple people have been asking me a lot about my build update lately, so pretty much I haven't really done anything to the build specifically because I've just been busy with car shows. I work. I also do YouTube videos like you guys see every day, but I figured to do a video share for you guys, so that's what this is. So what I'm going to be doing is showing you guys some of the SPL of my vehicle on the low end and high end. So let me go ahead and get that set up and started. So a couple things I want to say real quick while I'm setting up is I actually do Bluetooth whenever I do my SPL runs. I normally don't compete. This is more demo for fun, but it is SPL based because it's a big ratio fourth order. But I normally do Bluetooth. A lot of people recommend USB. Maybe that might be different depending on the person. But I've heard USB is the best, but I use Bluetooth. So what I got here is a little SSA meter that's Bluetooth related. So that's going to hook up to my actual phone so I can be able to see what my real world numbers are, as well as where my peak is. So this is a big topic that I'm going to be focusing on. So I'm going to be doing the numbers on the dash, or glass, whatever you want to call it, depending on what people call it. I call it glass dash, same thing. Some people do headrest. They also have the kick down here. A lot of people don't know what that is. Kicks down there, headrest and glass. So show them a shot real quick. So it's all tape inside of the box. A couple of people asked me why I did this. Well, it was just something different. I was sealing some holes with some areas that looked ugly, so I said, why not just do the whole thing? So there you go for that. Let me go ahead and get it set up. I have a bass knob that I'll be turning up all the way for this testing. So what I'm going to be doing is doing a test hone frequency response, so pretty much a sweep to find out where my peaks are. So I'm going to be doing the low end more than the high end because I've already done so much high end testing and shown you the numbers on the high end, but a lot of people are more interested in the low end. So I'm going to go ahead and do that as well. You don't have to shut the door, it's fine. I'm probably going to test first with the door open and then also with the door closed, and to just see where the peak is different in this build. If you guys ever have any cardio questions in general about SPL, as well as, hey, how can I get louder? Check out some of my previous videos before you ask questions, but feel free to ask. So I have on here test tones that I can go ahead and do different frequencies. Pretty much all the frequencies I need to know as far as, hey, this is what I'm going to burp at. So let's go ahead and do this. So what I'm going to do is do a sweep first on the low end so I can find out where I'm actually peaking on the low end. Because I don't even know. I've never tested the low end response. I never built this vehicle for that. It was more just for the high end to get as loud as I could for the high peak. Today's going to be fun for you guys. Sorry about the helicopter noise. So today's going to be a little bit more fun because I never got to see where my low end peak is. So we're about to do that. Alright, so what I'm going to do, always recommend doing half volume anytime you do your sweeps, because you don't ever want to drain your power on a full tilt burp with sweeps because you don't know where your peak is yet. So you're doing a sweep at around half volume, 3/4 volume to find out where your peak is. So what I'm about to do is do a sweep on 20 Hertz to 50 Hertz. And we're going to see where it peaks at. Alright, so 27 Hertz is my peak with the door open, and we're going to go ahead and close the door. So remember that. So your peak changes depending on where your door open and closed is. My other side, glass and door closed. Normally you want glass and door closed when you're metering. So that's 27 Hertz at 6.4. So we're going to remember that. Alright, now we're going to do a sweep again. 27 Hertz. Now we're going to see where our peak is with it. the other way. All right. So with my door closed, I'm peaking at 22 Hertz. So that means I dropped my peak 5 frequencies with this door open, and it was also about 3 dB lower. So I'm gonna go ahead and open the door again. Actually, let's do one more real quick. I'm gonna have the door like this, halfway cracked. I'm gonna do one more quick run before I see if this is the best result. Sometimes cracking your door for SPL may be louder than full door open, so crack it at different lengths, depending on how serious you are, to find out where it is. So we're gonna do it again. Let's do it real quick. Okay, so see it dropped one peak with the door slightly open, but I'm still below 46, so I know it's a louder door open. So I'm gonna go ahead and see how loud it is at 27 Hertz, which was where I peaked at with the door all the way open. So what I'm about to do is I'm gonna have my bass knob turned down all the way. I'm gonna roll into it. I'm gonna turn my head unit up to the frequency range where I know I'm clipping. I got an 80 PRS Pioneer. I'm clipping at 60 volume. I got it set to 49 volume, so I know I can go all the way up to 60 volume without clipping. So I'm going to be right under clipping. Right under clipping, you see where I'm peaking at 27 Hertz. So let's do this real quick. So remember, bass knob all the way down, and I can roll into it. A lot of people don't roll into it, but I've had experience rolling into the SPL meter. Normally is a little bit more benefit, especially when you're revving it, because that allows your sine waves and pressure to be contained towards that meter range. I don't know if that makes sense or not. So let's see what we can do here. One other thing I'm going to bring up real quick before. So let me go ahead and mute my speakers. A lot of guys don't realize how critical this is. But if you mute your front and rear speakers, all bass, you have less power going to your mid and high range and tweeters. So all your power is going to be drawn to your amplifiers, to your monoblocks. So always mute your speakers as well when you're competing. All right, let's do this. 59 volume, bass knob all the way down. 27 Hertz is my peak, so let me go ahead and do that. Let me make sure my SSL meter is reset. So I'll reset it. We're going to slowly fall into it, make sure the volume's all the way up on the Bluetooth. I'm going to go to 27 Hertz. All right, that's 27. Okay, so I got it set to 27 Hertz. Now that I got it set to 27 Hertz, now I'm going to go ahead and roll into it as loud as I can, and then we're going to see what it does on the meter. So here we go. Let's have some fun, guys. Let's see what happens. All right, so I wasn't revving it. It wasn't clipping. That was full clean power. I got almost a 57 on the glass at 27 Hertz. Did something happen? Did you stop it? Oh, okay. So that's a 57 at 27 Hertz. That's a huge drop from where I normally would be on the high end. So I'm doing mid 60s on the high end on my high peak. So I haven't tuned or tweaked my box for the low end, but that's what I'm doing, it looks like. 57s on 27 Hertz, which is not impressive for the amount of power I got. But like I said, it's built for the high end. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the high end and see how we do. Just testing it real quick with you guys so I can show you what I did again, but on the high end. So another thing I wanna bring up, when you're metering, always lean forward, especially if your port's on the driver's side, if you're walled, even if you're at a no wall, leaning forward sometimes, adjusting your headrest, moving your seats up and down, anything can adjust the meter score. So all of these things you do when you're competing can adjust, pretty much get different results, especially when you're going into higher decibel levels. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do, what time am I at?
9:20.
9:20. All right, we're gonna do one quick one and then we'll leave it to you. Tomorrow, by the way, guys, I'm gonna be posting a demo video for everybody to check out. Hey, there's some more demos that I've been giving out. So people are asking for that as well. So keep in mind, other videos for questions for you guys to be able to get answered as well for anything I have done to this build. So the build between me and Jessica, she helped me build it, 100%, all me and her. Nobody's done any of this. All right, so let's do this real quick. So now I'm gonna find my high peak. I already know what it is, but I'm gonna do it again just for you guys to see the concept all over again. So make sure your volume's at half. I'm gonna turn it down. So keep in mind, guys, that I'm not clipping with these numbers. I could go louder than this. It's not sandbagging like some people call it. It's just making sure you don't blow your system and then still showing you what the kind of results you have. And this is what you want to do when you're testing. All right, so I already know I do way louder with the door closed, but I'm going to go ahead and do door open first. And I'm going to do a sweep. So I'm going to do a sweep. Let me reset my Bluetooth. So Bluetooth, the meter may not be within, it's usually within 1/10 of a decibel, so it's still fairly accurate for what I have and make it work. So one other thing people ask me while I get this set up is, why don't you use this meter on all the demos you get, Jacob? Well, I have this for personal use only, and I don't want to wear it out going to all the shows, and the system does not really work the best because of the battery dies faster using it, and I don't have so much battery reserve. All right, so let's go ahead and get this. My volume's down to 30. We're going to find out what my peak is. We're going to do a sweep. All right, here we go. 30 to, we're going to do 40 to 70 hertz. So I'm peaking at 51 hertz, door open. So remember, was it blurry or hard to see? It's good? All right, so 51 hertz. Now we're gonna close the door. All right, so remember, 51 hertz at 44. Now I'm gonna close the door and watch how much it goes up. This isn't even full tilt, it's just to see where I'm peaking at. All right, we're gonna do one more. So that was 51 hertz. Now we're gonna do it again. Now see how it jumped up? Now it's 48 hertz, so that's my peak. I'm peaking between 47 and 49 hertz, depending on temperature, where I'm sitting, etc. So now we're gonna go ahead and do a burp at 48 hertz and see how it does on the meter. I'm actually gonna do 49 because I know I peak at 49. It's just when you get louder, I was at half volume. When I go to full volume, I actually rise one frequency just by going high volume. So remember that your peak might range differently depending on your volume level. So if you're at half volume and you go to full, you might jump 1 or 2 hertz down or up. So that's another thing to consider when competing. All right, here we go, guys. I hope this is good information. Ask questions, guys. I'm not a competition guru, but I can give you feedback as well as other guys can help you. All right, so we're gonna do this and we're gonna end the video. Before that, just wanna say thank you guys for always watching. Appreciate you guys subscribing. And if you have any questions, let me know. I'm JacobViral. Add me on Instagram and Facebook. Contact me on Instagram and Facebook, or comments for anything. Let me know about your builds. I'm glad to help at any time. Stay tuned for more demo videos as well. And tomorrow I'm going to post a demo video of the build that we have here with other people sitting in it again. All right, so let's go ahead and do a full tilt number real quick before we end. All right, so I'm going to go up to my clipping volume. All right, so there we go. All right, so this is gonna be really loud, so I have to be ready. I'm gonna lean forward this time. All right, sorry I had to do that lean forward. So that was not clipping, but at 49 hertz. And I got a 64.6. So keep in mind, guys, see that huge jump? Literally 8 to 10 dB difference from my low end to my high end. A lot of guys wanted to see the low end to compare. So 164.6 at 49 hertz. Is it glary?
Trees.
Okay. Well, anyway, 164.6 at 49 hertz on the glass. So that's how you guys test on the meter. Get a meter. You can get a cheap one. You can buy the nice magnums people use on the laptops. Those are different options. Different routes you can go. If you're into not even just competing SPL, just to get louder on the meter. I don't compete when I go to shows, and I don't bring my truck to a lot of shows. It's more just for demo friendly and for fun. So that's pretty much it for the video. If you guys have questions, let me know. Appreciate you guys always watching, and hope you guys learned something today. I'll see y'all tomorrow for a demo video. Peace out.